Well, welcome to this week's Time Out Tuesday. And as you can see, I have a guest host with me today. This is Grayson, my grandson. And I know a lot of you have met Grayson before on Time Out Tuesday, but for those who don't, he lives in Maryland and flew all the way down here to Florida for a visit and to help me with this week's Time Out Tuesday. So Grayson, could you tell everyone, how old are you?
7 years old.
And what grade will you be going into in school?
Second grade.
Second grade. He's pretty smart, I have to tell you. So, answer me this. On Sundays, where do you and your dad usually go?
To church.
Church. And do they have something special there at church for you to go to?
Yes. Children's church.
Okay. And who's your teacher there?
Miss Linda.
Miss Linda. And what does Miss Linda teach you at children's church?
The Bible.
The Bible. Okay, and that is one of the things I love about Miss Linda. She goes right to the Bible for all of her lessons. We know the Bible's true because who wrote the Bible?
God.
God did. Yes, he did. And so I'm wondering if there's a particular story in the Bible that might be one of your favorites. You probably have more than one favorite that you would like to share with everybody this week.
Daniel and the Lion's Den.
Daniel and the Lion's Den. And I bet you a lot of people know that story, but could you tell them like what that story is about? What happened to Daniel?
So he was praying to God, and he got caught by the soldiers because the king wanted everyone to pray to him.
To the king?
Yeah, the king.
The king thought the people should pray to the king, not to God?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Yeah, that's not a good idea, is it? Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, but Daniel, he kept doing it, right? He knew he should. Okay, so what happened?
The soldiers threw him into the lion's den, but Daniel did not get eaten because he prayed.
So the punishment for praying to anybody but the king was you're going to get thrown into the lion's den?
Yes.
Wow. And so they did, and I think I remember they rolled a big stone in front of it so he couldn't escape. Is that true? And so Daniel went in because he said, nope, I'm going to keep praying to my God. And they left him there, I think, overnight, didn't they?
Yeah.
And what happened the next morning? Did they find him all chewed up? What?
He prayed.
They put him in a den with a bunch of hungry lions, and the next morning he wasn't all chewed up.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, who saved him?
God.
God did. Wow. And so, what did the king think about this?
He was really happy, and he was really happy.
And what did he think about this God that Daniel prayed to?
He thought that everyone should pray to him, which is true.
That is true. Wow. There's a lot of lessons in that story.
Yes.
Right?
One of them is there's only one God.
There is only one God. The one true God. That is true. Can anybody else, especially a human, be God? Should we be praying to somebody else?
No.
No.
But we can pray about them, but not to them.
Okay, I agree. So if somebody's sick or something, we could pray about them, or
Yeah.
they're maybe making a big mistake, we could pray about them. But who are we praying to?
God.
Okay. So, what would have happened, do you think, if the story had a different ending, if the lions did eat Daniel, that God didn't save his life? Where do you think Daniel would have gone?
Still to heaven.
Still to heaven, right? So sometimes God doesn't cure us when we're sick. Some people are very, very sick and it's not the right time. It's time for them to go to heaven to be with God, right? But in any event, Daniel felt okay because he knew that God was going to take care of him. Either he'd save him from the lions or he'd be in heaven with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is a pretty cool. Is that true for me too?
Yes.
And you too?
Yes, it's true for the viewers too.
True for the viewers too. So everybody who believes in the one true God and that's who they pray to, they don't really have much to worry about, do they?
Nope.
Mm-mm. Do you ever get worried?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like when I got lost once.
Oh yeah, that would have me worried. Did you pray then?
Yes, and that's why I stayed with the other kid on the scooter,
Mm-hmm.
which was a little bit younger than me.
Mm-hmm. And what happened? Did somebody find you?
Mhm.
Well, that ended up pretty good then, huh?
Yeah, but there was like these 3 random people that tried to help us.
Oh, well, you know what? They could have been sent by God to help you. Sometimes he uses people to help other people, to be his helper. Did you know that?
Well, I could have known that.
Yeah, it's true. You know, sometimes we get like an idea. Like today at the beach, I saw that lady that was having trouble walking. She had crutches, and I asked if I could help her. And it just so happened that I was right there when she was right there and she needed help. And so I kind of had like a nudging in my heart to help this lady. And I could have said, yes, I'm going to, or I could have said, no, I'm busy with my grandson and son.
But I would help.
Well, and I did, yes. But sometimes God uses us to help people. And so he gives us this little nudge. It's kind of like an idea. It says, you know what, that person needs help. Maybe you need to do that. And so we get this feeling in our heart that we should help somebody. And God uses us to do that if we're open to doing that for him. And we should be, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I think this was a pretty good lesson. So always trust in God. We know he is going to love us and take care of us, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And always be willing to be God's helper, to maybe help somebody. So there's 2 lessons in that one story, and they're both pretty important, don't you think?
Mhm.
And that, my friends, is this week's Time Out Tuesday, coming to you from Kathy and Grayson. And we would like to say, God bless you all.